Guys, this is another day that we have just arrived and to this kind of the ladies here, and we have the better and the best momentum today to come out responsibly and talk about going to be changing their life permanently. So today we have already installed this kind of the windows here and the other window there. And Abu, close the door so you can just see the door is Toka Toto, acha ingie. Yeah, we have also the door. It's already there. And now we have the better momentum to say we have made it happen to this kind of the time. So this is the best way we have ever the regard and talking about. Thank you very much for the people supporting and also anyone who has contributed. God bless you. Keep on shining and always be there for making it happen. And this kind of the ladies have got the better and a good way for them to exercise and say, this is our home. And when we have reached at the point where they're going to be calling it a home, is a better momentum. Also, we have a toilet there. We have already started digging the pit latrine, talk about the toilet there, and we're going to be also orienting ourselves to get a borehole also to make sure that everything going to be sealed permanently. We're going to be constructing a kitchen at this kind of the area, and this is going to be a chicken area, and they're going to be so meticulous at that kind of the point. So they're now smearing to the end to make sure that this kind of the windows are going to be attached more fantastic. As you can see, this one is already attached here. That is our well-being day to say God bless you, God make it happen. And this is the better momentum. Say bye. Exactly, we made it happen. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Back to you in a short while. Pigiria hii hapo. Ona dogo, pigiria hii mti. Yeah, hello beautiful folks, wherever you are, welcome back. Back again to the route of today. Here we are one-on-one with the family also. Mr. Magaba, where are you running to? Where are you running to?
Here.
You are here?
Yes.
Salamu alaikum.
Salamu alaikum salam.
Alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Inshallah wa barakatu ishakum simatusi. Wambaje shehe.
Sina usimi.
Exactly. So we are here again, and I promised that today we're going to be coming and digging this kind of the toilet. Now, tumefika futi ngapi mura?
8 feet.
8 feet. So we are also 8 feet zimebaki?
7 feet.
7 feet. So we're going to be getting to 15 feet down. Already they have just hit half of it, and we still have more and more to go. From tomorrow, they're going to be coming to finish because today they have gone 8, tomorrow is 7. So it's going to be so fantastic from tomorrow, and this is the legacy for us to go. How is everything now?
It's okay.
You are seeing now things are changing.
They are very going very clear.
Very clear.
Yes.
Ambia watoto wakuje.
Where? Ivan.
Ivan.
Run.
Yeah, the father now is
just
very
run.
Just the father now is so active. Very meticulous. Guys, there's some of the things that are going to be coming to your life and you can change automatically. Now I think even today, nowadays,
yes,
hi, how are you? You are looking like you don't want. Do you want?
Yes.
What do you want?
Be happy.
Be happy, eh? Yeah, the father is saying, be happy. Do you know him? You know him? Very. Why don't you look at him? Or has he done something not meticulous?
Raise your voice.
Raise your voice. Raise your voice. Raise your voice. Are you gonna be raising?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Which number do you wear?
38 or 39.
38 or 39. And you? Number? Unajua namba yake? Namba gani?
28.
28 or 30? Ah. I see. 27, 28, eh? And 38. The leg is, by the way, the leg is big. About to reach me, no problem. So I'm going to be asking about this kind of the number of the feet. I talk about the number of the shoes that we're going to be buying, and we're going to be giving a little bit of it. So we're going to be making sure this kind of the Christmas festive, they're going to be getting even some of the shoes and much more. So don't ask from there, because I've asked about the number. Things are going to be coming out. They're going to change. Oh, the mom, she cannot stand for a bit longer time. I said she's suffering from arthritis, and that's a disease that it's not treated. It's how you will move with it and how you're gonna be treating yourself. So back to the spot here. So how is life? How is life? It's good. So right now you're gonna be sleeping very meticulous. Now, hi, how are you?
Fine.
You are good, eh? Everything is good? Very meticulous. So I was asking about the numbers, eh? Mmekuwa nini leo? Nani amekuchokoza? Lakini si unakaa kama umechokoza. She looks sad today. I don't know. Yeah. Let us look at here. Look at here. What's the problem? Ama unataka kuniambie mwenyewe? Unataka kuniambie mwenyewe? Oh, she gonna be telling me on my own ears here. Secret agenda. Don't worry about that. So nimalize hii kamera nikuje. Oh, she's accepting. So I'm gonna be finishing this kind of the camera. Then I'm gonna be getting to her. It's a secret agenda. Thank you. And what about you? You have something to tell me behind the camera? Or you are good? Don't worry. Don't worry. the grandma, she's laughing and talking about they know English. Haya basi utanisubiria huko nitakuja, si ndio? Haya, no problem. Ama kaa tu na shosho yako, no problem. The problem is no longer available. So Mr. Magebo,
Yes.
how is life, man?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yes.
Do you have some food here? Because whenever some top masons gonna be coming here.
Some food maize is finished.
Maize is finished.
Yes.
So what are like today? What are the gentlemen have eaten here today?
We are the one who finished what was there. Yes.
This kind of the two gentlemen.
Yes.
So they are eaters.
Not the eaters, but the work is going very hard.
The work.
Yes.
So talk about you eat according to the work.
Yes.
That's what you mean.
Yes.
Exactly. So guys, they have finished everything. I know. This is life, and I know. Yesterday I asked about the food. They talked about a bit. They're gonna be hustling here and there to get a little bit of it, and I know we're gonna be subjecting ourselves wherever possible, and we're gonna be looking into it. But we are looking for the what is concerned for us right now. Eh? Talk about the toilet. You understand? Yesterday I saw a toilet up there. And I was imagining, is that the only toilet that is in this kind of the village?
No, we have a toilet down here.
Oh, there's a toilet here
Very clean.
for the
Yes,
for the
mom
grandma.
and
So that's why they were using it.
Yes.
So right now they're gonna be having theirs here,
Yes.
which is very better, and including you,
Yes.
because nobody is limited not to use it because a toilet. In some countries, do you know that in some countries like I don't know which kind of the country is that one, even a person is having a problem or want to visit your toilet, he can access your house. Even if I was walking on the pathway around the road and I feel like I want to poo or pee, I will walk onto your house direct and match where the toilet is. If I ask you or you bring any kind of the shenanigans, the law will force you to make it happen. And the law is that way. And I don't know which kind of the country that way. I could talk about here. Hey, steering will be very high. Like everybody should be around if you want to be using a toilet anytime. That will be something messing. So everything is now good. So you are part of the program. How have you seen, Mura? Kazi na songa aje, ni kugumu ama kuko sawa? I want to know if they're going to be hard pan or whatever. Eh? Or ni kugumu kidogo. So it has a little bit of the maram. Hii maram, eh? Yeah, it's not a bit hard, but whenever you see this kind of the particles, like bigger particle like this one here, so it looks like a bit harder whenever it comes to digging. So they are moving with it, and I understand how this kind of the work is. We have to understand how everything is coming. So I have the grandmother. She's here. Mambo vipi? Jambo Kenya. Kila kitu iko sawa. Chonjo. Very meticulous. The grandmother, she's here and she's even listening to whatever gonna be coming out, and I appreciate the motive and also how she has been taking care of the children and making sure that everything is so fantastic. So guys, I was giving out another job to this kind of the two gentlemen whenever they're gonna be finishing here, because Magebo is the person who gonna be available. You will just tell us if is it possible to dig here a borehole, like a well. How many feet can we go down?
Borehole, you mean what?
Kisima, a well.
Kisima. It's okay. We're gonna dig there.
We're gonna be digging there.
Yes.
How many feet will it go
It
down?
will go almost 25 feet.
Almost 25 feet.
Yeah.
So do you mean we will get water?
We'll get water.
What about hard pans like stones?
They are not there. I don't
They're
think
not
they
there.
are here, yes.
So there's no stones here. It's
Yes.
only the hard pan.
Yes.
Ile maram ile sijui mnaitangaje.
Yeah, hiyo moram.
The maram, there's a maram which is very hard that is having water, and when you break it you go rokarabo, you call it rokarabo in our mother tongue. Exactly. So kuchimba kisima ni how much per feet? 400. So 400 by 25, we're gonna be calculating that way. So 400 per feet. So if the toilet you can take approximately 2 days to dig 15 feet, what about kisima mtachimba siku ngapi?
4 days.
4 days. 4 days per that kind of the well. So we're going to be checking into that one. Whenever they finish this one here, we're going to be now rhyming on to make sure they're going to be giving out another contract so they can just dig a borehole or a well. You can just call it a well, so as you can just be facilitating this kind of the young ladies, because the river is about 100 meters from here and the topography is slanting. So for them to carry a heavy duty or a heavy load from the river there, a bit complicated. You understand, to our tradition, you will see some of the people complaining about, oh, the head is aching whenever they grow up or some problems. Have you ever suffered about the head? Sometimes you're going to be feeling some pains in your adulthood. You talk about, what have I done? Maybe it's this kind of the loads we are carrying this kind of the time. Like in the tradition, you have to carry a whole bucket. Like this kind of the young girl here can carry a load of a bucket. Is it possible? Yeah. They can carry, but to this kind of a time they talk about, yeah, you have to carry because this is what you have to do. But at the end of the moment, you're gonna be making some scars unto them that they will last long. They will come not today, but they will come whenever the time reaches, and it will have a problem, which has encountered to so many women. Maybe even you can ask her, sahi wakati mlikuwa mnabeba vitu kwa kichwa, sahi unasikia kichwa kweli kwa tabu? Hakuna kitu.
Kono lero ntako bibambe bintu nabo.
Hauwezi beba.
Huwezi beba.
Lakini kipindi kio.
Kipindi kio unarengo. Na kabibiri.
Mangana garinga gachemoka. Yeah, so it's the same, and you can just hear from her. She always have to get that kind of a problem whenever they're gonna be carrying heavy loads onto the head. Maybe firewood. You understand? It's right time. Right now we don't have. This is called we don't have some bushes here for this kind of the young ladies like her. You can find her in a very far distance in the bush fetching firewood, and whenever they're gonna be getting the firewood, no lunch in the evening. Now they're gonna be coming, they go early in the morning, they come late in the evening with a lot of firewood, and the firewood will be the one that will be marking the register as you get in. If you don't have firewood, my friend, you'll be hit like Cherokee drum. Is it a fact?
Is it true?
It's a true thing.
Yes.
Exactly. So at this kind of time, we don't have to get this kind of the generation to that. Let me say this as a fact. In the ancient time, we have this kind of the stools. Kuna hizi viti za miguu. No, not this one. Zile za miguu, zile za tradition, zile zinachongwa round. There's this kind of the seats that mostly even my grandfather was carpenterizing them. They 4 legs, but traditional ones. They look round. There's a man who was ever carpenterizing them at my home when I started the G Castle. And due to that time, a gentleman like him, he could be hit with such kind of a stool from the back, but there's nothing. He can run like something else, and there's nothing can happen. Right now, try it. You will see the morgue with an immediate effect, because this life has changed. The foodstuffs we are eating has changed, and the cloning is there, and a bit this kind of the food we are eating right now. You understand, GMO, too much of chemicals and much more mercury. The methanes are inside, so a bit the bodies right now are not stronger the way our ancestral people used to be. Right now, everybody's talking about you have to cook with cooking oil, which is cholesterolized. Due to that time, it was a lard, igitinya. And everything could just be possible, and people will eat, talk about it, cowpeas cooked with milk, fermented milk, and people could eat. But this kind of the time, my friend, you have to deep fry, shallow fry, fry, and every kind of the fry. So a bit the bodies are not onto that kind of the position that it was. So due to this kind of the course, we don't want to subject this kind of the ladies into heavy duty, and that's why we're going to be moving to another position of digging a little bit of a well and make sure that we're going to be fetching water from the comfort zone. And also the toilet, not like, even right now guys, I go up there, there's a toilet that it's just timbers on top, and that's what people could just run there and use a bit traumatizing, and we don't want to see them into that kind of the scenario again and again. Asante sana bana. Mambo iko sawa?
Iko sawa.
Oh, uliniambia huyu anaongeanga. Tagarusha konani yana. Gayo tagatora nyuma kabisa gombengo tutagutuna. Gayo sasa ngaraga matiko. Taturo konani kumusu konyu. So, futinane. I have the engineer is here already, and I think he has some of the guys to make sure that things are happening. And urkwanda kuongea, we have the stepmother to the children. Kuja tuambie mambo mbili tatu. You are the one who gonna be cooking. When unatupikia? I know you don't know English. I know Tanzania you speak good Swahili. Unaweza ongea na mimi Kiswahili? Uambaje dada?
Mimi nilikuwa nasema tu kama ya mwambe kusaidia basi ngemsaidia na mimi kaka nyumba kana kujitendeleza tu.
She's talking about if I have decided to help this kind of the family, I help also her. Wapi? Kareka nyumba. Why are you calling Kareka nyumba? That house. Why are you calling them that house?
Yes, ni yani.
What are you lacking? Nini hauna?
Ani siko comfortable hapo ndani
alafu. Hauko comfortable.
Alafu nilikuwa nataka hiyo nyumba tungeinanili vizuri tuirudishe nyuma kidogo ili kusudi mama kihamia hapa wote tukiwa tupo sawa hata tukiwa tunaishi pamoja. Mama
mgani tena? Mama anahamia hapa.
Si watoto wanajengewa hapa.
Oh, sasa si ni watoto. Sasa hiyo vitu ndogo ndogo sasa unajua mimi sasa nime take over game ya kusaidia hao watoto sasa nisimpatia gharama kubwa. Sasa hiyo gharama nyingine sasa anaweza kukusaidia. Sasa Mr. Magebo, see some of the things you can handle now. This was a problem. Now I've sorted it out. So now you can sort out the small wife. Yes. Now you are enjoying him. Look at how he's standing. He is having a very good material here. Now the material is very meticulous. Lakini usijali. We say today is today, tomorrow is another day. Leo ni leo, kesho ni? Kesho. Kesho ni siku nyingine.
Leo ni leo, kesho ni siku nyingine.
Today is today, tomorrow is another day.
Thank you.
Even thank you is there. So she's the stepmom, and we have to orient them onto this kind of the area. So Mr. Magebo.
Yes.
You have heard about 2-3 things.
Yes.
So I've tried to help this kind of because this was a bit a problem, and whenever you look at it, it was a bit headaching. Like, how am I going to complete this? And now look comfortable. Look for, even if you need some water, tell me. I'll bring 1 tuk-tuk of water, and you and your wife, you can smear the other house. Yes. It will be more meticulous. Let me talk to her. What about nikukuletea maji kesho? I bring her water tomorrow, and nyinyi mkanyage matope mbome ile yenu. Si nafaa kubomwa. Yeah, guys, I'm talking about tomorrow I will bring some water, so as we can now dig some, like yesterday how we did it, or siku ya kurudia basi.
Yes.
Zirudiwa tu zote, mimi nitalipa. Yeah, I will pay for extra charges that they're going to be smearing the other house, because even them, they have to look so decent. Even if whatever happened, ABCD, we understand this is life. And let us not comprehend like, okay, we might be right and they are wrong. No, this life, everybody is passing through it, and we have to be compiled about it. Asante sana bana. Bado tutachekiana. Unafuata kina Mjeda. They are called Mjeda. Mjeda! Wagwan. In Adital. So asante sana. Tuonane kesho. Chamtume. Chamtume is now, they have got money. They are now going to do whatever they like to do, because I like how this kind of the gentlemen, they are working. Right now, you can see the time. You can see the time. The time is 15:30. 15:29. And they have already finished their work, and they have got a lot of money, because you can calculate. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Oh, mnaenda na Magebo. See you, Magebo.
See you too.
Thank you. See you, me again. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. So we are here. So guys, again we have a better and a very good position again to start this kind of the day. As we're gonna be saying, we have the windows and we have the doors already, and you can now see we're gonna be fixing the windows one on one. Ulikuwa umejua eti tumeleta milango. Sasa unajua tumesonga kidogo. Ulikuwa unataka sasa uniambie, utaniambia nikiwa kwa kamera ama utaniambia baadaye? Baadaye. Exactly. So I think she's gonna be having a little bit of a problem, and she's gonna be telling me then whatever gonna be happening, I'll just know, and I'll just sort it if it's gonna be, it might be emergency. So they're gonna be removing some of the mud here to make sure we're gonna be fixing this kind of the windows here. We already have 2 windows, and there's somebody who asked about talking to this house needs a window in the bedroom. Exactly. We have this kind of the window from the bedroom side, and you see inside it's very dark a bit, and this was the first the molding, the first molding, and we're going to be having the second smearing that's going to be coming. So they have to fix this kind of the windows with an immediate effect. Itaingia hivi. Utakata hii. So another window going to be fixed here. Hii ni kubwa, si ndio? This is a bit bigger, and you can see this one here is a bit bigger, so it's gonna be fixed here. So he has to make sure that it's gonna be big. So we need light. You can see even right this kind of the time we have not even sealed the upper section. We have not yet sealed this upper section, but it's looking a bit like so much darkness here, and that's why we want to have very wide windows that are going to be facilitating us to have more light inside here, and it will be so effective. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So they're going to be handling this kind of the job immediately with an immediate effect, and that's our slogan to have it going on. The dog here is a bit old. It's having a problem. Wow. Unakata gani? Unakata pia hiyo? Hata hii ni songazi hapa. Kwani itakuwa kubwa sana kutoka huko juu ama ianzi juu? Ianzi juu. Inaanzianga katikati. Yeah, I think the windows are so fantastic. So they have to balance, they have to cut this kind of the stuff here. And they have to cut this kind of the tree to make sure that this kind of the window gonna be fixed inside. So that tree gonna be transferred to the other section, so it can just touch there. So sasa yeye inatumia binding na tuko na binding. Misumari tu. Tuko na ndio hii. Oh, thank you. So we have the nails that some of them I gave out to my own order, and also some of them that the one we bought for this kind of the project. So you can now see this kind of the home now. It's now being fixed. And what I was telling our lady there, she was talking about we have to fix also this kind of the house a bit. I was talking about when we're going to be smearing, because smearing is repetition. You can see this kind of the soil is different between these ones. So this one was smeared on top of this. So whenever we're going to be smearing and repeating it once, we're going to be coming again to make sure that this kind of the house is going to be fixed a bit very meticulous here. So I understand how the grandmother, she's always available here to see what's going to be handled here, and that is the best momentum for us to go. So keep it tuned. I'm still on it to make sure we're going to be handling this kind of the matters, how they arise and how they come out very clear. Kaivo, sindo? Yeah. Sasa unataka hapa papite nje ama pa?
Sina tutaka napiga msumari hapa.
Oh,
ndio dirisha itafunguka hivi. Nakaaga nje.
So hapo na hivi. So unawekanga na nani?
Spirit drive. Si ndio iko?
Oh, spirit drive iko. Yeah, this is how it should be looking, guys. You can now see. Not yet. Oh, exactly. So that's balanced. Yeah, exactly. It's balanced. You can see. Very meticulous. Ikuje nje. Ndio balance, oh hapa, si ndio? Exactly. So even ndio balance. So it's now balanced. Wow. So guys, you can now see what we're going to be handling here. And now this kind of the window going to be now fixed the way it is. So you can now see this is the progress that we're going to be having here. And we had already placed this kind of an order early in the morning, and the windows has to be formulated, and right now they have already been arriving here to make sure they're going to be fixed here properly. This is the work of the day, and it will be so meticulous. Unachapa misumari inchi 4? Ngani nasumbua? Yeah, juu.
Hello. Mambo iko aje?
So guys, we are now fixing this kind of the windows, very meticulous. Oh, yesterday I came with this kind of I can call it a thermos, I can call it a hot whatever, hot jug here, and I forgot to carry it, so I'm gonna be getting back home with it, very meticulous, because it's the one that we're gonna be using to transport much of the tea. We're gonna be reaching to the site very hot, so it's my courtesy also to make it happen, because I don't always encounter much of food, but how the time is always orienting us, it's always enforcing like we're gonna be having the food and much more. You understand how I always mean. People can never come and work and they cannot get some food, so I always have that kind of the courtesy to make sure that the food reaches to this kind of the position here. So anakuchafulia panga. Nani huyo?
Baba. Ushapo hapa.
Na anaichafua. Sasa unatembea nayo ukiwa mtoto.
Si yangu, ninaomba niende kwa chakula ya ng'ombe.
I'm just traumatized whenever I see some people carrying some machete here and there are small boys here. A bit traumatizing. They can change. Right now people are smoking anytime. You can find that somebody is coming to you, pagara, 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 and you're gonna be woo again. A bit a problem. You find Gintu to the maze. Yay! I'm running like a safari rally. But nowadays these Gen Zs we have a bit a problem. So, ni hivyo kumbe. So it has to be balanced, eh? So, hapo paingia ndani.
Hiyo kwanza na balance hivi.
Now this way. Hapo. Hapo.
Hapo.
Yeah, there's a small stuff we're gonna be pressing there. Maybe this one. See? I think this is good to use.
I'm not a mason.
Oh, I'm not a mason. Oh, fantastic. There, good to go. Correct? Exactly. Make it happen. So the other gentleman here, you think about his joking, but the work continues as normal. So, her stepmom looks a bit young lady. And you understand what I mean, eh? And anything can happen whenever things are gonna be running. And whenever you know this kind of, you're gonna be having money like the top mason, they have a problem. Whenever they go, they talk about, yeah, you look a little bit of this. Oh, you young boy, you can do this one. Yes. My husband is a bit crazy, not doing ABCD. Person is passing like a safari rally, and you talk about, oh, why is this kind of the young generation involved in taking big women? It's a bit of this kind of the people we're gonna be having. Is it a fact or is that not a fact? Real. This kind of the generation we are having right now. Talk about our brothers. Who we call our brothers. They have liquored until no motion, and whenever it comes to the night to prepare well for the future, there's nothing is coming out. So a bit a problem. Lazima upige msumali hapa kwanza. Chapa inchi 4 kabisa, hata inchi 3 yenye iko fiti. Ndio sasa hii msumali shikilia kabisa. Yeah, we're going to be making sure that this window is very strong. Very, very strong. Wow. Very meticulous. Now hit this one. You will hit it here again, eh? To this one. Hit another nail to the other one. Exactly. So we are doing the preparation here. Tunakupatia kazi, utafanya? Iya kuboma hii side, eh? So we're going to be giving her this kind of the work again to make sure we're going to be smearing this kind of the side to make sure that it's going to be balanced. So the engineer will just make sure that they're going to be picking some of this kind of the rafters here and fixing them here, and everything going to be so running good and things will be okay at this kind of the position. So unaweka mti ingine hapa hivi ama? Oh, unaweka kutoka ndani? Okay. So fix it then. So uko sawa? Pima dirisha. Oh, you have to cut also the door. We have also the door, and we're going to be fixing them right now. And everything will be in a completion right with an immediate effect here. Mlango ni ngapi? Is a 6.5? The door is 6.5 by 3. Exactly, 6.5 by 3. That's very meticulous. So nikupatie chinte. Misumari. Kutoka juu utaipigaje? Ukiwa ndani. So he has to hit the nail like this one here to join this one here, because it's going to be strong from up to make sure going to be withstanding the this kind of hapo, lakini imechoka hivi kuja huku. Oh, okay. Nikushikie wapi? Hapo. Hapo. Haya. Nikupatie kamrefu. Sasa hizi. Acha nikupatie ndefu. Utakata hapo ndani mwenyewe. I give him some rafters here. Piga inchi na hii. Mpatie panga. Mura. Hii ni yenu Angalia machete yenu ndio hii mura.
Oh, yetu.
Nikushikie. Misumari inchi ngapi? 3 inch. My friend, take nails. Guys, again, I'm going to be sorting out something which is a bit rising, and I've heard from the child it's not something to be talk about. Maybe it's an emergency or whatever, and she was telling me about something that we can just hear. She is saying like the father and the stepmom, they're just talking about they're going to be changing their door from the outer there to come to the inside, so they can just live here together, and are going to be addressing it with an immediate effect. It will never happen, because that's what they need. And if I'm not strong enough, they will pick this kind of the house if I'm not strong enough, because how I'm seeing the intentions and everybody's complicating and comprehending their own matters, I have to solve them the way they can, because if you're not so punctual about it, they're going to be sorting out some of the things that are not good. Exactly. Ndoko ba kiano tankora magoron kigabai. Oh, yana kukura. The legs are having a problem. The knee, migoti. Oh, magoti. Uko na miaka ngapi? Ulizaliwa mwaka gani? Even she doesn't know which kind of the year she was born. A bit a problem, and she doesn't even recall the age. Wewe ndio mke wangapi? Oh, you are the first wife. Out of 5 ni watano o 6? Wanawake ni wangapi?
Kalambe mbatano ba muri nuno manene.
Kalambe na nyakwapo gentanyi.
Gentanyi.
Wonde tariki hayo gentanyi. Lakini no manyere. Toma gentanyi.
Watano mukariana.
Arenga hayo gentanyi.
Wow! Wono rato musani arengi bongo.
Omusani?
Gura mubensi yake.
You know, alikuwa mpenzi. So when walikuwa mnajulikana ni watano. So there were 5 wives. You know, guys, whenever you come to this kind of the history telling, you'll just understand there are so much of the things that you can even laugh. So this man talk about the grandfather to the children, the 2 ladies, or talk about the husband, married 5 wives, as I said. But he was having so many porcupines, so many children outside there, and I knew one of the boys, and I was asking him, what about that kind of the gentleman? He's talking about the mother was a fiancé. Even everybody knows, and that is it. And when I don't know if from your side, if you are never watching this kind of the video, if you could be you, could you be married the first, the second, the third? So she's the first woman, and that's why she is onto this kind of the Farah point, and gonna be the second one, the third, the fourth, going to the other side up to the fifth one, and that is it. So there's one of the boys here who is always having the YouTube channel called Freddy. I don't know which the name he always uses, but he's calling himself Freddy. He's called Freddy. So the mother is now the fifth wife to the far end, and they are always onto that kind of the position. That is it. So when you see this kind of the women, they have sat to their own homes and making it happen. Nataka nikuambia, nimeona kuna maneno inataka kujitokeza mbili tatu, lakini tutayaongea. There's some of this kind of the things that are going to be coming out, and I have to address it to this kind of the family. Talk about that's why this kind of the house is looking different from this one here, because we don't want to associate this house and this. This is for the first wife, and this is for the second wife, because the legacy is there. The father has wives, so even this gentleman to have two wives, it's not a problem, because now the ancestral blood is circulating, very meticulous. So at this kind of the time, this kind of the person is talking about, they're gonna be getting their door here so they can just operate through this kind of the all cycle. And I said I'm gonna be building here a kitchen, and this kind of the kitchen gonna be so meticulous. If I see there's a problem they don't want us to use, because it's gonna be maybe having a problem with this kind of the wall, we shall see. We can just build it here, there's no problem. Unaonaje tujenge wapi jikoni? Hapa ikuwe nyumba ya kuku. Hapa ikuwe nyumba ya kuku. The grandmother she's talking about here, it should be a chicken house. Unaonaje jikoni kuwa wapi? Hapa. So jikoni kuwa hapa. So the kitchen should be at this kind of the position, which will be so relevant. And they're going to be sealing this area permanently, because I say they're going to be sealing this home to be independent on its own, and including, even if we see there's going to be a problem, because I don't want to force much of the things like, okay, enforcing like this kind of the toilets belongs to who. That toilet, they can just share it themselves, all of them at this kind of the home. But operational, that's what I saw. Like now, when you say like this kind of the man again migrates to this kind of the house, it will be a problem. Why do I say a problem? This man, I was told in the camera with not in the camera, I was told with the father to him, like, he's not a good person whenever it comes to the ladies. I say as a fact, because even him to neglect this kind of the children, I don't know what made it, because he has a history of making some stupid things and proposals to young people here, and I fear for that kind of the man. He can just do whatever necessary, because that's why you see the elderly brother went to the elderly sister to this kind of the children went to another position, because the more she's growing up, she will be messed up, this kind of the village, and we don't want to force that kind of the things to happen to them. And she is forcing. This is the person who is this the talk about the young the stepmom, and she's gonna be insisting about what she gonna be doing, or alternatively maybe talk about gonna be staying in the same position. I don't want to enforce that one, and everybody should stay at their own position. And I saw their mentality yesterday, like we're never gonna be building. Whenever we said we're gonna be digging the toilet, the husband refused, like, oh, it should go to the far end there and be built there. I refused. We said it should be at that far end, because these people gonna be accessing it very easily. Number two, when I say like I want a borehole, he's talking about you're gonna be getting it there. So that area, it will be like it's the other side. I'm gonna be placing it here, outside this kind of an area. We're gonna be getting this kind of an area reinforced, and the borehole will be at this kind of the position, and there's nothing that's gonna be hindering us not to have it coming. So she's also making it happen. So I don't want to show them at this kind of the time, because they will be getting some money here, and sometimes somebody can become so weird about you and hate you a bit, but I don't fear about being hate. And what you need is to subject what is the law to be there, and what this kind of the person gonna be talking, everything gonna be correctly, and everything gonna be running very meticulous. So she's gonna be smearing this kind of the area, so you can even see it's already fixed with this kind of the mason, and already they can just smear, and this window is now ready to be used. And we're gonna be now placing this kind of we can call them some of the glasses or the window panes, to make sure that it's gonna be fixed more properly. So when we come for the smearing and the inside smearing and outside, it will be now a bigger job, because now they have to smear inside, they have to smear outside. So it will be a bigger job whenever it gets to Monday, and we're gonna be coming here on Monday to make it happen. So back to this kind of the spot. So already gonna be fixing this one also and make sure that this kind of the window. So they're gonna be bigger windows so that they can just have enough lights. And there's no electricity in this kind of the even last mile. I don't know why the whole of this Rokere village here, there's no electricity. I don't know why it's enforced onto that one, but I understand whenever we're going to be getting it, we're going to be looking for the solar system, and everybody talk about, oh, I need even me, Ginto, please, can you put me some lighting to the other panel? And that is the life, and I understand. If it comes to that, if we're going to be providing enough electricity or enough solar electricity, we're going to be supplying it. If you have a lot of volume and megawatts enough to supply to the other people, you're going to be so effective. Hey, Toto. Hey. Hiyo inakuja tu hapo nyumbani. Unaona vile mlikuwa mnapiga kona, mnimwagie kwenda hapo shambani kidogo. Haya, sawa. So those are just some of the materials are getting to some of the people's sites, and everything gonna be so fantastic. So this is what we always do, and we have to encounter it. So when I'm just here, I always look at, I read some people's mind, and I know because everybody's now eyeing up. You can now see how this kind of the house now gonna be looking so decent, and afu mukuje dakika ngapi? Yeah, basi. So you understand the lady could not talk while the father is available, because you understand he can get a slap with an immediate, who told you to say so? Who told you? And I know how Africa react, you understand? And you could see some eyes. And whenever you get out from here, you hear the child was hit like a Cherokee drum, and again it becomes a problem. I don't want to enforce that one, but the good fact is everything should be encountered how it comes. So we are now sealing it permanently. Now you can now see we are sealing it permanently, and now it's gonna be looking so awesome. She's gonna be now also fixing this kind of the topper side, and when we're gonna be smearing the second time and molding to the next time. So they're gonna be placing up to where the iron sheets are, and because we're gonna be making sure that this kind of the area is getting to the top section, that will be the good moment for us to go. So hiyo iko sawa? So he's fixing. Mbona imelala hivi? Imelala ita side.
Aje?
Hivi.
Nani kasema?
Me twist kidogo. Achilia tuone. Hapo.
Kwenda ndani.
Hapo iko sawa?
Ndio pia usiangalie na miti.
Hapo nani msumari taingia? Ama utayekiana na mambao? Yeah, they know how to sort it out because they are the top masons here, and everything gonna be so fantastic. Hapo ni sawa? That's big, huh? Yeah, angalia hii. Hapo. So this metal is the one that is stretching out. It can be hit with a nail, eh?
Yeah.
Kwa sawa, si ndio?
Sawa.
Exactly. So hii itapigwa kutoka juu. So this one has to be attached from the upper section. Kuna inchi 6 ama 5. So we remained with water here, a bit of it. So it's nice. So water, guys, yesterday we thought about it could be so easy. Hey, we brought 4 tuk-tuks of water. a bit it was having work here. Woo. Kidogo bado kidogo.
Afu vuta hii nani?
Oh, nivute hii. But don't miss the hammer. And hammerize my hand. Yeah, twende. Ngoja. Hapo. meticulous. Yeah, man.
Tima hii.
Kwa sawa. Very meticulous, eh? Very awesome. Ama
Hii kitu bado ni kubwa.
gani kubwa?
Ishieni. Weka. Sawa.
Hapo kwa sawa, si ndio? Aha. Imesonga.
Kwenda?
Juu. Ameko sawa.
Sawa.
Hapo kwa sawa.
Sawa kabisa.
Hapo iko sawa. So this one gonna be reinforcing it not to guys, you can never come and take it from here. It is permanent. You can see. Na hapa huwezi piga iko sawa.
Sasa ni chinte. Haipo kwa sawa.
Hapo iko sawa.
Sio?
Sasa ni chinte chitame. Chinte.
Kato dogo tuweke tunakata. Kumbe kuna mtu mwingine.
So that's called reinforcement. They are reinforcing to make sure that the mud gonna be attaching itself to the window, and it's gonna be so meticulous. Sasa kama nipo basi, hapo ungeweka ingine ama iko sawa tu?
Itaivuta.
Itaivuta, eh? Exactly.
Hata inchi.
Ulevelize ma ulevora igiti hanu iga ihike hanu iga gukio makeniga haniga hasekera hansi kidogo harenga hii dirisha jifunge, so nafunga hapa, nafunga hivyo, so iko sawa. Thank you. So whenever they close from inside, maybe somebody talk about we're gonna be hitting the window pane, but it can never reach there because I'll be available to make it happen. Exactly. As I think now even the look gonna be coming out, huh? Can see how the look now is, and this kind of the house gonna be now looking so decent. You can now imagine we're never gonna be having the plaster with me very meticulous, having the plaster here. It's gonna be now looking so gorgeous, califragistically very nice, and meticulous at the same time, eh? This is very awesome, and God has mercy to people gonna be surviving, and also people gonna be helping and making sure that everything gonna be so fantastic here. So I appreciate, because this is the courtesy gonna be coming out, and Gintu is the project manager to make it happen, and whatever gonna be coming we always represent to make sure that everything is running. So today's work was to dig the pit, talk about the pit hole there, and after that we buy the door, which is a steel door, and also buy the steel windows here, 2 of them. And now we're gonna be, after finishing the talk about maybe the smearing, the second smearing, we're gonna be looking for the 2 timber doors that are gonna be fixed from inside the bedrooms to make sure that we're gonna be sorting it out more meticulous. So still we're gonna be having this kind of the door. We have this door here that's gonna be here, and also for this one here. And the room is very, very dark, and this window is gonna be now bringing this kind of thing. You understand, now we're gonna be smearing even to the top of the iron sheet here, and if it's gonna be smeared to the top, we should make sure that also we're gonna be having some lightings here, a bit shorter, not much better in terms of the standard class, but it's good enough for this kind of the children to survive here and make it happen. Keep tuned, we have much to come.
Cheni. Siantui.
Hivyo. Hapa ndio inajifungua hivi. Sasa kitu alikuwa amekwambia, ona. Boma hivi. Hivyo. 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 Yeah, that's how I need it to be. Guys, also I did this kind of the work. Hey, I was better because we are living in mud houses and still I have them at my home. And this work, we are oriented when we are children, we are bringing water, we are kneading the soil. Up to this kind of the moment, I know it and I can just make it happen because it's what we are ever oriented to. And I had some of the people talking about, oh, Gintu, you are living in mud houses. People don't know how people are going to be growing. Never think about whenever you are living somewhere or other people are living in whatever, you think about you are more above than others. No, this life has no balance. You can never know. The person who thought about will be low is the person going to be coming and becoming so meticulous. So keep tuned. Back to you in a short.
Ghorofa vipi? Na hata mwite hano sasa kwa beno tuye. Mtela nake kwa cha kusoma. Pati.
Ohala msiga na mara.
Sasa sasa wa moto kidogo.
Ai kama hata nikatoto ketu kadogo amba.
Oh, ni sawa. So it's gonna be raining a bit and it's now drizzling and ngoja wapite. Ingia. Ngoja wapite, ingia. Unaingia? This one has this one. This one has a machete. I don't know this village how they are. Guys, I'm not convinced with this kind of the boys. Very young boys, but everybody is carrying a weapon. Yeah. So he is streaming for the door to enter and he has to make it happen. You understand these are just trees and they are not steel or bricks. They're gonna be formulated using spirit level or much more. So they have to make sure that they have to rectify them more meticulous here. Later. Yeah. Sawa? So as you can see, even this kind of the color we are bringing here, very meticulous, eh? Because sawa? Yeah. So it's gonna be opened to inside, not outside. It will be opened towards inside. So as it will just have, because this is how the semi-permanents are done, this kind of the mud houses, the door is open inside. But if it could be the permanent ones using the bricks, they will be opened outsidewards. So you can now see how this kind of the iron sheet now going to be bringing a lot of water. I think I'll just place here a little bit of a spot to make sure we're going to be collecting rainwater. Well, like right now, we're going to be collecting rainwater here. Ona, si utupatie jembe, tuchimbe hapa tuweke hili dumu lijae maji. Si ndio? Yeah, we can put this kind of the drum here to fetch water. Because this small is what going to be getting us to a full of this kind of the drum here. Chimba tu hapa hivi. Hii matope hivi yeke hii dumu ikae juu. Chimba tu, yani levelize. Tunasikia ni pagumu. Kwenda huko hivi. Kwenda hapo. Haya. Chukua basi hili dumu. Njoo basi tusaidie hili dumu, Abu. Njoo tusaidie hili dumu bana, likae hapa. Hey, it will break ama. Are you sure?
Usidate sana. Abu mwana na agituki kwa Kenya.
Haya. Iende hivi. So we want to fetch this kind of the water. Even if we're going to be drizzling, but that drizzling small one, it will be enough for us to use whenever it comes to the other extra time. So we don't have much because I left this one here, and I know no one can take it because if I get you, it will be another case. So I told them let it stay there because I was asking you. So we're gonna be so meticulous. Now you can see we're gonna be fetching water here right now and to the spot here. Ama ibalance iwe. Balance iwe, sindo. Haya, achilia. Thank you. Una fix Abu? Abu, fix basi. As now you can see now this kind of the house now, it's looking so meticulous. Even you can think about people are living inside and it's looking so meticulous whenever they're going to be fixed with this kind of the windows and much more. This is very meticulous and gorgeous. For the support that you're going to be showing us and giving us this kind of the time, we say thank you very much to the living God, because he's the one who is providing and knows the right time. Whenever God says yes, your right time has reached, nobody can ever say na 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 nya 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 nya. It's always going to bang bang bang, going to be react, going to say woo, and gonna be so meticulous. Hi. They're just looking at me from the window. Say hi. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hapo iko sawa? Hapo imelala kidogo chini. Hivyo. Hey, spirit driver, weka. They're gonna be fixing this kind of the door. So guys, this house is gonna be permanently protected and heavily guarded with the doors and steel doors, and nobody gonna be bringing some shenanigans here. The children gonna be living here more meticulous, very simple life, and everything. Whenever they're gonna be getting to school, they come back home, everything will be so good. It's drizzling, it's raining here, but it cannot stop Gintu not to continue with his own work. Tomorrow gonna be coming here, finishing those kind of the toilet, and after finishing the toilet to dig it, we're gonna be bringing some of the materials that will be relevant for the construction. And it's a bit a problem, the road is not reaching here, but we shall see how, because where we were just offloading the water from the upper section there, it will be so fantastic for us to offload and get back to this kind of the home here and make whatever is just necessary. We will use the wheelbarrows to reach here. It will be a bit getting more extra work to do, but it will help us to make sure that the materials are landing here. We'll use the same maram in terms of, let me get this kind of the key from my motorbike here, because you can never know, whenever it's drizzling here and you get to another moment, you get the motorbike is not available. Wow, it's gonna be a problem. Abu, sunge chimba hapo katikati yako kalaini kapite. Ipande. Haya. So you can see the door is fixed properly and it seals everywhere, and everything gonna be so okay. So this kind of the drum is a bit a problem for the people to pass. We shall see. We can put a gutter from there, and I think we have one iron sheet which has remained, but we can buy some gutter and get it from there. Come and get this kind of the water at this kind of the spot here, this kind of the corner. It will be more relevant at this kind of the corner than that kind of the corner of the door, because we're going to be blocking much of the things. Yeah, so we have to rectify that one whenever the time reaches more meticulous. And we're also going to be having a little bit of the timber that are going to be passing here to make sure this kind of the house is going to be looking so decent. Very, very awesome. So now you can see the actual house now, how it should be. Very meticulous. Keep it tuned. We are on it. Anang'ang'ana. Dance. Sasa kama umekata hapa hivi upige na nyundo basi kiende. Toka asikukate. Yeah. So we are again having a little bit. You understand the construction, the work of a mason is to demolish and construct. That's their work. So here they are demolishing and they will just work on it with an immediate effect. Okay. So the work has to continue. Akija katika
Mchezo.
angalia ama hata akianguka haina shida.
Si jenzi uko hapa taba.
Yeah. So utatubomea sasa next. So you understand, guys, we're never going to be leaving a bit of some holes that we're going to be fixing this kind of the windows. I think now the step mama gonna be the one who gonna be now handling this kind of the work to sort out, talk about a mold again, where we should have a bit of problem there, and we'll know how to sort it out, because some of the things we have some miscellaneous more much, because sometimes you can never calculate about them, but some things you can just handle them as the way they come, and that's how we're gonna be handling them, the way they always come. Exactly. Imekata? Imekata hapa? Ama iko sawa? Guys, this is another day that we have just arrived and to this kind of the ladies here, and we have the better and the best momentum today to come out responsibly and talk about going to be changing their life permanently. So today we have already installed this kind of the windows here and the other window there. And Abu, close the door so you can just see the door is Toka Toto, acha ingie. Yeah, we have also the door. It's already there. And now we have the better momentum to say we have made it happen to this kind of the time. So this is the best way we have ever the regard I'm talking about. Thank you very much for the people supporting, and also anyone who has contributed. God bless you. Keep on shining and always be there for making it happen. And this kind of the ladies have got the better and a good way for them to exercise and say, this is our home. And when we have reached at a point where they're going to be calling it a home, is a better momentum. Also, we have a toilet there. We have already started digging the pit to talk about the toilet there, and we're going to be also orienting ourselves to get a borehole also to make sure that everything going to be sealed permanently. We're going to be constructing a kitchen at this kind of the area, and this is going to be a chicken area, and they're going to be so meticulous at that kind of the point. So they're now smearing to the end to make sure that this kind of the windows are going to be attached more fantastic. As you can see, this one is already attached here. That is our well-being day to say God bless you, God make it happen. And this is the better momentum. Say bye. Exactly, we made it happen. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Back to you in a short while. Pigiria hii hapo. Ona dogo, pigiria hii mti. The last time.